Welcome, family, to another edition of Stranger Thinking Media. This is Yeshayahu, where we bring you the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, to address the problems of a modern world. Today's topic is Cursed in the City, a curse by any other name, Part 3. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh Elohim, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever, because thou hearkenest not, nor servest not Yahweh Elohim with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
What you're looking at there, spring breakers sent scrambling for safety on South Beach after bullets go flying. That gunfire ringing out late last night on busy Ocean Drive, causing mass chaos.
And we know that 3 people ended up in the hospital. Local 10's crime specialist Bridget Matter is live on the beach with this developing story. Bridget.
This was really a wild night for people in South Beach. 3 people shot, ending up in the hospital. Tonight, police need the public's help to try and find out more information about what led up to this. Viewer video captured the sounds of gunfire in Miami Beach just after midnight. People running for cover along Ocean Drive and 8th Street. Police say 3 people were shot and taken to the hospital.
And all of a sudden, gunfire. I think there was 5 shots.
Mitch Novick, a nearby business owner, shared this video of people running through traffic. He's also shutting Ocean Drive down to all traffic after spring breakers took over the street on Friday.
Crazy.
Never seen that many people in my life.
Spring break 2022 has been mostly tame compared to years past, where thousands have swarmed the beach to party.
Stuff is crazy, but I mean, there's a lot of police out here and stuff, it's safe, you know?
We do know someone was taken into police custody. No word yet on any charges filed. Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. Miami Beach police, they are visible out here as, you know, people are walking around and enjoying spring break. They also want to talk to anyone that might have information on who was involved in that shooting. If you know anything, you're asked to call them immediately. For now, we're live in Miami Beach. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Another large gathering advertised as a teen trend on social media, and it caused chaos downtown last night.
A huge police response was called to Washington and Wabash, where crowds were seen fighting and blocking streets. 2 teenagers were shot in the midst of it all. NBC5's Jen DeSalvo is here in the studio with more. Jen?
And we'll show you a little bit of that because on both nights these events happened hours before curfew in public places where residents go to gather. But the groups, well, they became unsafe when they started flooding into the streets. You can see that regular weekend evening traffic was just trying to get by, but young people were coming from all ways, running from group to group through the streets. Police tried to manage traffic as kids were jumping on and kicking cars, even chasing after them. We even sent our own crew to the scene. They couldn't even get out of the vehicle because groups of people were surrounding the truck. And then gunfire. Just after 9 o'clock, one 16-year-old boy was shot in the arm and another 17-year-old was struck in the leg. Now, this was downtown, but on Friday, something similar happened at 31st Street Beach.
It was a lot of cops here, but they were still outnumbered. It was so many teenagers that showed up, and they tried to keep the peace and keep them under control.
And this witness didn't want to be identified, but said people were dancing on cars. One car was driving in circles. He believes it is the one that is seen here that caught fire. And when gunfire was heard, they dropped to the ground. A 14-year-old boy was shot in the leg.
What's it gonna take? The community has to step up. Parents got to step up. We can't keep blaming politicians and waiting on them. It starts with us. It's gonna take us to save us.
All three of the teenagers shot do not have life-threatening injuries. And at this point, police do not have anyone in custody in relation to either of the shootings.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kine, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest, throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, throughout all thy land, which Yahweh Eloheinu hath given thee. So, just a short visit to the curses outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 28. When you disobey the commandments of the Most High as a people, as a group, we're not talking onesies and twosies because all have fallen short, right? But as a whole, as a group, if someone could look at you and take a snapshot in time as a people and make a pie chart out of it, what percentage of the people are failing miserably? What percentage of the people absolutely have no faith and don't believe and are emphatically denying the commandments of the Most High, as if you don't have to keep the commandments of the Most High? Where would that leave you? You can cry grace all day long, but if you're murdering and killing and stealing and lying and robbing and committing adultery and fornication, yeah, you call grace all day long, but where's that going to leave your society? Show me your faith without works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. Yes, you have to keep these commandments in order to live, in order to survive. You shall not enter the kingdom if you're not keeping the commandments. Everybody in that kingdom will be keeping the commandments, so you can justify your whatever it is you're doing in this world. But in the world to come, like the prophet Ezra said, this world was made for many, but the world to come is made for few. Understand that, my friends. Understand it well. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even to the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. So, you see people getting, think about that young man who they ran to the police station for help because somebody was trying to, chase him down and kill him. And police basically laughed at him. Next thing you know, they find him beheaded. Your life shall be in doubt day and night. You shall have no rest. I saw somebody went to, there's a young actress went to France, to Paris, and she was accused of stealing or something. And this is a wealthy actress. And just out of an accusation, they arrest her, interrogate her, strip search her, humiliate her. So my question is, why do you seek out oppression? Why travel 3,000 miles to receive the same oppression that you can receive right at home? Save the money. Save the money. There's only one place you should be focused on, and only one person you should be focused on. That's Yahweh, his son Yahusha, HaMashiach, and the kingdom to come. because you won't find ease until that day when he leads you back home. That's my origami. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 67. In the morning thou shalt say, would to God it were even. And at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart wherein thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt. Hebrew word for that is Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim means besieged, captivity, a rock, caught between a rock and a hard place. He shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, not on foot. There was no there was no canal at that time. You could walk to Egypt, but he said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt in ships. This Egypt, by the literal definition, means bondage, and he's going to send you into bondage in ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy thee. That means nobody will redeem you out of your problems. God bless. Farewell, family. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for continually supporting my content. If you did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and share this with your friends and family. I'm sure they'd find it interesting as well. I'm very excited to continue this journey with you. I thank you all for bringing certain stories to my attention and for continually keeping me updated with certain events around the world. I very much appreciate you all, and shout out to the channel members. May everybody have a beautiful and blessed day who is in the body of Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And I'll see you all in the next video. Shalom.